one of the most productive farms in the Klamath Basin. They grew potatoes, grain, onion, alfalfa. It was really a showcase for the Klamath Basin. And for that family and for others, this land was home to them as well. And there were fish in the river, and there were waterfowl and wildlife on the land here. Then Senator Hatfield convened a field hearing here in 1994, and he listened to people in the basin. He asked what was the problem. He came to learn about the problem. And one of the things he heard from the people here was that we think we can solve this problem ourselves. And so his response to that was he put a group of people together, a group of people in part that some became known as the Upper Klamath Basin Working Group. And he asked that group of people, come back to me and I want to hear recommendations about ecosystem restoration. I want to hear recommendations about how to minimize the impacts of drought on our community. And I want to hear recommendations on how to stabilize our economy and the natural resources here. So as that group worked together, and we worked towards a deadline that he'd given us, a couple members of that group, Elwood Miller, who was with the Klamath Tribes, and Craig Benz with the Klamath Tribes, they came forth, and one of the projects put forward was restoration of 5,000 acres here at the Williamson River Delta. The endangered fish have been in the limelight, but for me they're indicative and representative of really some of the problems with water quality, the absence of habitat, the loss of habitat, and the need to make some of those restoration efforts. Today we are on the verge of transforming this land into its next generation, restoring wetlands that will become part of Upper Klamath Lake and reanimating the Williamson River so that it will once again meander back and forth across the delta.
Starting last year, we started to take apart the interior levees of this place. LTM did it, and they moved 775,000 cubic yards of material, knocking the interior levees and putting them into the drains. And it's been great to work with those guys, and I hope a lot of them are here to see this today and experience the fruits of all their labor for the last 2 years. And then this year they moved more than a million cubic yards of earth in prepping the exterior levees around the outside of this place for this. So there's 4 blasts that are going to go off. Each of them, the smallest one or the shortest one is 2,100 feet long. These levees that remain are about 40 feet wide. There's holes drilled in them, 2,998 holes.
Look at the birds go. Oh my god. That's a lot. I just drove. That's a lot of